So, who are they? Hmm? Oh! The index! Were they expecting us? Sign of life, huh? There were people living down here as well, up until just a few hours ago. Why are you here, paper slippers? We were only executing our prescripts. I've had it with these prescript things. But at least yours don't make any annoying beeps though. The basement was stocked up with shelf-stable and non-perishable food. And these cells were all completely empty, save for what looks like a makeshift bathroom in each of them. It is likely that this dungeon was used to imprison individuals of varying features that may be required to complete their prescripts. Wait, are you serious? This room seemed to have been used for something worse than simple incarceration. Amongst false conjecture, it is that the captives were conditioned in bodies and mind in various ways to match the prescript's liking. Is this one of their training grounds? Kinda sounds like that guy was just as crazy as the rest of them. Wait, that staircase right there, it leads up, doesn't it? Let's check it out and... Oh. What are you doing? Freaking annoying, man! The heck are you doing now? You cannot enter through the store. And why? Oh, I see. Another griever body blocking the doorway, huh? Move. I need to see something. The will of the prescript has forbidden you. You cannot enter through the store. So, what should we do? Well, is it really worth forcing our way through here? They seem pretty adamant about not letting us through, right? Well, I would prefer if we stay as far as possible from anything that has to do with these, you know, their gods. I mean, the prescript, of course. But nothing in this basement gives me any indication as to where the doors are connected to. Oh, this is right. We're going to have to go upstairs somehow if we want to get an idea as to where the store is leading. If Rien's been using this basement, then I would like to see what is upstairs, just in case. It might even lead to his old home, right? Or maybe to another piece of Ryoshu's memories. Honestly though, learning that the store is connected to some sort of basement is more than enough intel to cross it off of our list. Still, if that is anything to do with Ryoshu's memories, we have to take the risk. Alright then, let's just push through then. Executing your command, Executive Manager. The will of the prescript is absolute. Is it though? I mean, seriously. You can always break a couple of these rules. It's not forbidden. I mean, it is for you guys, but not for us. So, are you guys pretty much the same as Sora? You can see the grace of the prescripts back. The targeting system. They still rely on syncing and poise. But is there anything new here? Paper slip. Yes. I don't think that was here before. The prescripts are delivered by many means. Their medium determines with finality akin to divine prophecy. Those who receive them hold no power over how they arrive. I see. Is this all the same? Yeah, seems to be all the same. And once they've received the prophecy, they kinda have to follow it, right? If they fail even by a margin, somebody is going to come and haunt them. Oh yeah. Okay, anything in the index? The target? Nope. Some of you may have already been aware that the prescripts are delivered through various means. Of these, the paper slip is the most commonplace out of all, and the most preferred by the many. I see. Then the question that we must ask is, how many forms might the prescript take? Do they all flow from a single origin? Or are they distinctive entities behind each and every one of them? Unraveling these mysteries is the purpose of the Society for the Research of the Index. Now, would you like to join us and explore the answer together? Sure. A modest blade, unassuming and unworthy of note, yet in following the prescript, the fulfillment of its direction, the aid of the messenger that emerged from unseen places, the teaching of the proxies, it is slowly perfected into a weapon imbued with a singular uniqueness, following one singular strand of command. Nice. But you know what? Considering how the prescript can take different forms, it kind of means they're following different directions, right? We do know for a fact that the paper slips are being crafted by the footsteps of the people, the motions of the city. But how exactly are they going to translate that stuff into the people? They can't really use the same machines. And who exactly has crafted these machines? Huh. Well, anyways, time for us to beat up these guys. Yep, time for us to beat up these guys. Alright, let's see if this is enough to finish them off. Definitely enough for the stagger bar, that's good. Faust was capable of finishing them off. Sinclair comes around. Gregor with the red coin spam. Lovely. Quite lovely, Gregor. Thank you very much. Definitely appreciate this. Now, what is above the basement? Another memory. Raya! My girl! What is up there? You may speak to me casually, Raya, but about that. In the presence of other apprentices, perhaps you would find it preferable to mimic the tone of the Dihu star. Oh, come on now. It's not like I wanted to be the star. Just let me do whatever I want while I'm here. Certainly, you have a point. So, what is there upstairs? I'm not really sure myself. I've never been upstairs before. You haven't? Aren't you ever a little curious about that? Why bother peeling back the heaven to see what is beyond? Those wanting of yearning needn't raise their heads skywards. I see. Wait, am I seeing Araya's memories? Clock, what did you see? I'm not entirely sure, but now we've got another reason to check it out. Yeah. So, was Araya upstairs? Was she allowed to go up there? Even though Rien himself never really bothered to do so? Huh. Interesting. But before we do that, let me just quickly do one little thing. After all, we still have a couple of stages ahead of us. And with this, I can boost our bonus just a little bit further. Here we go. Huh? Oh, it's my sword. I thought that was a heat ID. Huh, interesting. Thank you. Alrighty. But wasn't Massault actively fighting in our battle? Oh, that might be a bit of an issue. Might have to level up that ID then. Or I just swap him in and out with Heathcliff. He does have the 7 ID. He should be fine. Ah, never mind. He wasn't even actively fighting. Oh, that's good. That is really good. Okay, now let me just quickly get another Ryoshu. There we go. With this, we are ready to go. Now, the basement, please. The basement. I mean, upstairs, please. Upstairs. Are you serious, Index? Come on! Don't try to stop us! This is important information! Look at her go! Look at her go! 97 on a 13 attack hits. Lovely. Quite lovely. So, any more interruptions? Or can I go upstairs now? What is this? Is that his home? Or is this Roland's home? Because something tells me that the sofa looks familiar. Huh. Well, that is kind of a letdown. When they were body blocking the door, it kind of looks like there was some big secret behind it. Didn't it? Right? It looks like just any other average family home. Oh man! I get cleaning up as a chore, but peeps should at least dust their room once in a while. The thick layer of dust covering every surface of the blotted wallpaper made it clear that no one has been living here for a good while. Whichever family has lived here must have had a child. Okay, that just proves it that it was probably Riens' home, right? He was the only one who was able to achieve that dream. Hey, look over there! There are drawings and a doll too. Though it seems like the place has been abandoned for quite a while now. Could something bad have happened here? Yeah, something must definitely have happened here that caused the family to flee. They never got to return. Yeah, a lot of evidence suggested as well. The open door, the single shoe just laying around. So someone fled from home for some reason, never to return. I don't really know. It's kind of hard to narrow down the cause. It really could have been anything at this point. Are you searching for something in particular, Ryoshu? Yes, but it doesn't seem to be here. What are you looking for? Every framed photo is singed beyond recognition, and whatever document there were have been torn to shreds. And I like my memories, I would say. So this wasn't where he escaped to. Escaped to? Ah, right, Rien. The last time that we saw him, he has fled the house via a corridor after suffering several burns and wounds from Ryoshu. Right. If by some miracle that he survived, there is a chance that he would come after Ryoshu again. But something about our last encounter led me to believe that it was the last time that Ryoshu would ever see him again. It is the beach from his memories! Oh, do you recognize that drawing? I found myself hoping to see Ryoshu piece together yet another one of his memories. She's been recalling new details all day whenever something has caught her attention. Sadly though, she responded by softly shaking her head. No. I don't. You say that, but maybe it reminds you of something. You just need to think a bit harder about it. Come on. I know this piece of memory is related to his other daughter, but still, maybe you can reach out for each other, right? What's this? Sangria? Clear the stage. Oh, this is already the dungeon. I see. Alright. I guess we're just going to bring our Rodion again. Yeah, we're just going to bring our Rodion again and see how it goes. Even though I don't really see the correct one right now. Oh yeah, she's still so rare. I've been waiting a couple of days now. I was kinda hoping that she would be swarming to support them by now. But, to be fair, the Lobotomy Knight of Despair ego set is just that strong. It is just that strong. And even the snake one is good, right? Even the snake one is quite good. The competition is quite high. Very high. Now then. After leaving Riens' quarter, we explored the index corridor for a while. Oh. Hello. Guess we're heading over to the Pinky now, huh? But didn't find anything that could help piece Ryoshu's memories back together. Great work out there. Now that leaves just the Pinky's nurse father's corridors. But that room didn't have any back doors for us to explore. There were countless more in the adjacent corridors, but our guideline makes it difficult to delve into each and every one of them right away. Which means that our work here is pretty much done. Thank you very much for your assistance, Dante. I see. Alright. It's good to see that we were of help. Dante replied that they are happy to have been of assistance. Well then, it's been a pleasure for us as well. After a brief round of handshakes, Ellen returns to the forward base. We probably should have done the same. But the memories... You guys want to take a look around here anyways? Just because? Just because we're already here? Maybe? Sure. As we had more business here than simply checking the door, we've decided to stay a little longer and investigate their corridors. The Pinkish nurse father's room had a particular structure. Each door that we've opened led to a room identical in shape to the previous one. And even though I was certain that we would be traveling through quite a few of the rooms, we somehow found ourselves back at our starting point. Just like the Lost Woods. There's some small design differences between each of the rooms that help tell them apart. But it is difficult to tell which is which unless we look really hard for every one of the details. So, where exactly are we now? Is this the kitchen? Wait, how do you know that? I've been here before, you know. Someone ghosted me after promising to watch Fixer clips together, so I thought I'd just come to visit. It is someone that you all have met too. I think so, of course. You know, the Pinky apprentice. It was... oh no. Yet another one who was severed by the Ara Yoshiki. Damn! Guess you might be right about that. His name was Ren, the Pinky's apprentice. I TikTok, but no one here really seemed to have anything to say to that. I suppose that only makes sense. After all, his existence registers to no one here but me. So, when you said back at K-Corp that you had cooked before, you were talking about this, huh? Yes. I used to perform intense culinary artistry here. I see. Wait, your scarab was shaking. Are you telling a lie? Are you actually telling a lie? The reviews were glowing. One of them was yum, which means, yeah, unbelievably mouth-watering. The scarab was shaking again! Ayara was definitely shaking from side to side in a valiant effort in order to deny her claim. How bad was your cooking? Must have been pretty damn bad then. I'm having a hard time believing that, if you ask me. What did you usually make then? Oh, you know, box lunch. Box lunch that kids might bring to grade school. With sausages cut like octopus and tamagoyakis. A bit simple to be intensely culinary artistry, don't you think? IF. Didn't you know there's nothing like school lunchbox rivalry? Oh, Araya! So, I want octopus sausages, tamagoyaki, and... Why are you making sausages out of octopuses? Oh, no, wait. The sausage has to be cut like an octopus. They aren't actually made out of octopuses. And why exactly are we cutting the sausages into the shape of an octopus? Because it's adorable! That's why! So, does this work? What is that? Sausage carved into an octopus. It didn't really miss any of the suction cups either. Oh, come on now! I didn't mean it like that! A real, live octopus! It's gotta be adorable, okay? Isn't it all the same once it goes down the gullet? Why is it so important? But mommy, there's nothing like a school lunchbox rivalry. We have to take this serious. I can't fall behind. I see you. Wait, you're doing that weird acronym thing again, aren't you? It means I don't understand. That is when you say, I don't know, Mom. SMHA. These must have been some of the happiest memories that Ryoshu and Araya has shared. The sinner, me and Araya, even the scarab could imagine or recall them in full. Yeah, right, wait a second, she's still here. Her shape is still here. There's nothing covering it. Ryoshu, can you remember this? Are you kidding? Oh, come on! But for Ryoshu, the most important part of this memory remains sliced away. Can't I fix this? I just saw it. I'm sure the others saw it as well. Still, if we continue to piece more of our memories together by going over these places. Do you want to check upstairs as well, Ryoshu? As soon as I asked, however, the sinner's footsteps came to a simulated stop. Wait, what's up? Hang on, Clockhead. Don't open the door just yet. Huh? I looked back and found Kira and Heathcliff posing to a fight, hands on their weapons. Seriously? This way, manager. Massault? And Massault, who realized that indication, shanked me to the back of the line. Are you protecting me? And in a mere moment. So, there was someone guiding those whelps after all. Figured that it would send more than just fodder to the house of spiders. It stinks of a wet dog. Huh? Okay. The claws of the massive paw slashes through where we had just been standing. Oh, so that is where Rodio's ID comes from, huh? I see. That's not good. Is that a wolf mask? Yes, Doctor. That is definitely a wolf mask. It really is, as Maestros Emile Benoit has said. This place is already occupied. If you would be so kind as to help me find, well, my directions. Is this where Master Callisto's arm is located? No, you're quite far off. This is the pinky. You want to go to the ring. The question came from a woman who appeared from one of the doors that led to a different corridor. She was wearing a wolf mask, and unlike the fossil that we've encountered thus far, she seemed to make it a point to speak and act with decorum. But the subtle hint of violence in her voice quickly betrays this air of foxivity. I see. You sure that you're on the right address, lady? Don't you see that this doesn't really fit the ring guy's style? You know, the robot stuff ain't really in this part of the house. you have to find a different corridor. Yes, I'm quite aware of that. You are? But I'm not here looking for his creations, which are easily mistaken for mass product garbage. Ah. I could feel her intense gaze, even though her face was obscured by the mask. And there was no doubt that her eyes were bearing down on Ryoshu. That is not good. Suddenly, I was reminded of what Rien had said before. She has fled through the corridor. We had let them observe us way too freely. What? What do you mean with that? Maybe all of these goons were just there as a test, to see whether or not Ryoshu can wield that blade. Good for us that she never unleashed it, eh? Maybe Araya knew that from the start. Huh. The foursome got to confirm a lot of important intel, including the fact that the House of Spider has fallen, and that Ryoshu is currently in possession of the Araya Shiki. They want Ryoshu for themselves here, whether she's completed or not. Ryoshu, as she is now. Isn't that an intriguing idea, for once? My name is Rufo. Rufo? Yoshihide, the blade covered by the 5 fingers, Master Callisto's final and posthumous masterpiece. No, never call her that. Never call her that. As a descent of Forcism, please allow me the honor of escorting you to our gallery. And do I even want to? Don't see the point in hanging out with people in those aesthetic AN. As expected, Ryoshu declined Rufus' request with a curt reply. And Araya too is starting to rattle angrily in the docent's general directions. How dare you! Then I guess I'm afraid my only remaining option is to rely on our usual methods of ushering. I see. Guys, how are our current odds? I don't know. She's probably tougher than me at my max out state. It's not much. Wait, really? The shape of her ring suggests that she's a docent of the school of Forcism. Her position is comparable to that of a cup of the thumb, or even a big sibling of the middle. Ricardo's level? Verily, that makes her a foe who may even surpass even Ricardo's might, or, with a stroke of ill fortune, even Li Heng. I doubt she's anywhere near as strong as Li Heng though. That guy was ridiculous! Right. Our chances are HOHON. Half or more? Huh. I think I like those odds. Half of half or more. I see. Dude, really? Worse than a half? Outmoded. Has-been. Why seek out the art of a has-been after all of this time? It was a decision met with much confusion from the outset. To entrust such a momentous project in the hands of one such as Callisto, why, everyone agrees that it is no less foolish than casting a pearl before a swine. And they were quite on point with that assessment as well. His oeuvre, recovered from the house, were more tools than art itself, the sort the likes of workshop meisters might have assembled. But I guess not artists, huh? No self-respecting maestro would create such mundanity and even had the gall to call it art. Now, I must ask your forgiveness for presuming that you would be no different from the rest of this world. But what I've observed about the room completely changed my perspective. The scorched corridor, the ferocity with which you've scarred the walls and the floor, as though a frenzied beast had torn through them. Did you check up on our battlefield? Right, we did do a lot of damage back then. First against the Pinky, and then against Rien himself. Oh. There is but one tool that could possibly have left such marks behind. Right. At least you've got a passable eye for the arts. Yoshihide, I ask you, have you ever considered pursuing art of a further, elaborated beauty? It will be an experience that departs from the dilapidated remnants that dubs itself corporism, a movement so constrained by its obsession over the human corpus that once it had depleted all meaning it had to offer, it began piling on empty definition onto itself. Forcing was a movement that broke from the traditional mold, unfettered like the beast that roams freely. We dare ourselves to ask questions that challenge the mind. What even is a man? What are things? What does it mean to trace the origin? How do we define that which we call les forces? These are the subject matters that we have led us forcefully into the field of fertile creativity. Should you, a wielder of that relic, enter the fold of our movement, it will layer your work with such an unrelenting spectrum of color that it will be destined to leave an unforgettable impression into the annals of histories. In other words, what we can offer you will be of much greater worth than what you may have learned from a teacher like, Callisto. Never considered him my teacher in the first place, at least not a real one anyways. Finding beauty amongst the carnage of blood and flesh is a lesson that I've learned on my own. And yes, I know enough about your movement. Maybe I consider some of the work created by your school acceptable, at least amongst the ring's art at least, or not. I don't really remember that much. Then, will you? But I don't know about this. I don't know what makes your art more elevated than the one that I pursue. Oh? The one that you pursue. Didn't the sight that you've claimed to have seen clued you in? Oh, yes, it did. I do understand. Your art may appear to be no more than unchecked chaos at a glance, but upon close observation, it reveals a fierce, dominant force that threatens the entire scene together with its keenness at the connecting sutures. Your blade work too shows such multi-layeredness. Mere keenness often entails mundanity, yet you have transcended such a limit by scorching the tail ends of each of the slashes. Truly, a unique aesthetic sense. I believe I've sufficiently understood the full extension of the artistic merits imputed in that scene. Do you now? No, you didn't. Lesser painters like you are such mediocrity that they fail to recognize the beauty that lies in the grotesqueness. They do little beyond painting the hell reflected in their eyes and call that shallowness hell's beauty. The sorrow condensed into a cry, held in an instant, wrath unbound from the yoke of reason, the fading gleam of despair in the hue. You give no thought of what each of those emotions signifies, instead obsess over the curtaincy quality of what it beholds. Please, let me teach you otherwise. Pay attention now, because I can't afford you another long-winding lesson. Ryoshu ready, says Scarab. Are you capable of pulling it out now? Probably not, huh? Either way, Pointism, Fascism, Supremism, Blow Riders, and Cubism. I have visited my shares of the Ring's gallery by now, heard all of the commentaries, but none of them were to my liking. Your art is an overcomplicated pile of definition, buried under all sorts of symbols, caked in patchwork of all sorts of empty shells. You and your art both talk way too damn much. Just like Callisto keeps trying to take from other movements, forcing meaning where they are not. Access is quite easy. Anyone can do this. What is beyond most, though, is making it suctions, the art of aberration. Alas, if all is won by one apparative away, nothing remains in his absence, making the void left behind completely bereft of any sort of meaning. No, the void itself is what remains, and it holds things that can't be found anywhere else. What is this? Is this some kind of minimalistic manifesto or something? No, my aesthetic go beyond the pursuit of simplicity. I pursue the natural germination of artistic immaculousity, a state of perfection wherein further aberration is simply impossible. Sangria. I see. A bit abstract, isn't it? To remove too plain, with a distinct lack of any meaningful, striking quality. What exactly is it that elevates your art above that of fascism? The paintings. We are the stubborn sort that mere words couldn't possibly convince. Indeed, there's no discipline more subjugated than that of the art. Discourse concerning its nature may extend for days to an end, but it will not change the fact that unseen arts are meaningless, a treacherous illusion at the end of the day. Then I suppose I'll have to carve it right into your eyes to make you see it. Please do. I'm afraid it may be overshadowed by the sheer vibrance of my aesthetic. I, a dozens of lay foursome, shall personally welcome you to my critique session. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Ryoshu? I know about this! This lady seems a little bit riled up, doesn't she? And she even has friends. She comes with friends. And they have new skills, Do they have some sort of new puzzles? Pretty sure that's still the same. What about her then? A combination of bleeding and singing. That's to be expected. 3, 6, 10, 9. Okay, that's not so bad. A ring's dozens of forces turn start gain protection for every allied force and student. So we don't really want to clash with her right now. She has all sorts of protection. If this unit uses critique in the encounter, gain 2 protection and heal 5 SP instead of starting next turn. At lower than minus 15 SP, double the region effect. If there are no allied force and students of the ring, gain 2 fragility and reduce this unit's SP down to 0 instead. Immediately before getting hit by a skill that takes 1 attack weight, if there's an allied student of the ring, have the set unit take the attack instead 2 times per turn, excluding assist unit. I see, so she's hiding behind a student. Turn end. Of the turn, a unit use critique. If an allied force or student of the ring was defeated in the encounter, refill its vacancy with the same student unit. Every turn starts, the student that fulfills the vacancy due to this effect regains fragile on offensive level down. I see, so they're constantly getting debuffed. She just pulls them back from the ground. That's good to know. The foursome colore savagery. Inflict palette vibration next turn. The sinner that have mold and, well, red and blue colors, and a touch of touche hardiness simultaneously. I see. Any sort of lore in there? Doubles the amount of HP SP damage this unit takes. Oh, that's bad. Wolf Claw, Lynx Claw, and even those of turtles. So minuscule, yet integrally arranged. What a bold expression. See. It's tricky to the outward appearance of each animal with a distinct purpose, and we less foursomes are the one who awaken and express the variety of those that we call wild beasts among them. Mentorship. Randomly apply offensive level up and defensive level up to allied force of students, to ring equal to the numbers of turn, including the current turn, each unit that survives, respectively, a maximum of 5. turn end. If an allied student is staggered, recover them from stagger. All attack type definitive sets from the students who recover from stagger becomes fatal for the next turn. So even though they can't be staggered, they are going to be weaker. If the student is panicking, heal the SP back up to 45. Do not try to afflict sinking on them. And they also have fixed panic types. Of course. Like always. They always have fixed panic types. And I can already see 70%. I won't get a chance to use the stagger bar. They're doing it again! They're doing it again! So, okay, she's going to go for a counter, so I don't want to redirect this one. Everything else has been redirected. And we're going to start with the front line first. Ah! My bad luck! Are you kidding? It's already starting? Ah, okay, it's fine. It's fine. It only reduced my sanity by like 1 point. It is an issue though that she gets all sorts of sanity now. Pretty sure I don't want to give her any sort of sanity. I've learned that thanks to the nurse fathers. The second they have any sort of sanity, you just can't clash with them anymore. They've become unreasonable. They just become unreasonable. Oh well. At the very least, the others are gaining some sanity as well. That's good. I'm just not entirely sure if they can handle the next turn by themselves. I kinda need the ones with higher sanity to clash with her. Otherwise, it's just going to go to hell and back. Oh! Gregor! Are you pulling it down? You're pulling it down! Oh, thank you! Never mind! It's not that bad! It's not that bad! Okay, Gregor, I need you to drag her SP down. Alright? She's the next one. You need to get her. You need to get her. Honglu can take it. Honglu can definitely take it. That's fine. Can he take it? Need you to gain some additional SP just in case. Especially considering that you're about to lose some as well. They can't give us any sort of free SP around here. It's just possible. Okay. Need a slash. Not quite enough for the stagger bar, but that's fine. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, Rodion. I need you to win all of your classes. Otherwise, this is going to be quite horrible for us. Okay. Kira, what you doing? Are you going? Yes, Kira! You're just ripping them apart! Oh, lovely! Ah, shoot. I was pretty sure that Ryoshu had some SP. Yeah, I was sure that Ryoshu had some SP. Apparently, it went down all the way to 0. Fortunate. Wait, what? Oh. Critique. Right. Dash power +2 for every type of negative effect on the target. Some. What? If the target has equipped some sort of defensive skill with having Palette Vibration, Flash Power +6. But the damage gets reduced by 90%. Which is not bad. It also means, though, if I were to clash with them directly, I am going to receive 100% of damage, so I should have tried to avoid that. I really need to crack the skill, though. On hit, it just reuses the coin, maximum of 2. On hit, after losing a clash, reuse this coin, maximum of 1. Does not trigger if it fights against a defensive skill. So I just don't want to fight this then? Maybe not. Maybe I just don't want to fight this. I think I need to do it like this. Oh god! Right! She's still redirecting the attacks. See? Okay, not so bad. That's a dodge. Double dodge. Another dodge. Lovely. Ah! My poor Honglu! And very least Ryoshu's dodging. That's good. And he was replaced. Let's see. Alright, can we reach the stagger bar? Actually speaking, I might not even need to go for avoid dices. That seems kind of like a waste. Yeah, we just reached the stagger bar. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have an anti-stagger thing for herself. Oh. Oh. Oh! Well, never mind. What's this now? Final power +1 for FA6 bleeding sinking. If the target has 3 different types of negative effect, convert all the skills into unbreakable. Flash lose, deal -75 damage. I see. Okay. Why do you come with shield though? Why do you have a shield? Seems a bit unreasonable. One first, which should go first. Meaning everything is redirected. Okay. We could have done so much damage if she wasn't protecting all the time. I thought the shield was related to her students. I don't see any students around here. Unless, of course, you count our guys as students as well. I mean, that is a possibility. I just hope that it isn't the case. Oh god. Ryoshu, don't you die on me. It would be kind of bad. Kira, I rely on you here. I have to rely on you, dear. Ouch. Okay. It's a bit of a waste. It's fine. She just gets red coins on every single one of her skills. Every single one of them. And there's nothing I can do about it because I needed too much time. I have too many different ailments on me. Oh. Oh, right. Right. She just dips when when things get a bit rough. I think this is fine. See if it actually plays out as intended. It's just such a bother though. I don't have the healing thing on Gregor right now. I don't have access to heals. Sinclair's already dead. And she has so much health. She has so much health. At the very least, she lost her protective shield. There's no longer any sort of 80% damage reduction going on around here, but still, she is going to bleed us dry. The bleed stacks are going to rip us apart. Let alone the red coins. The red coins are a menace as well. All we can do is minimize the damage, but they will always hit us and apply with more stacks of bleed and everything. Don, I'm not even sure which level you are, actually, when I think about it. You're probably not that high. Well, it's fine. We're slowly getting there. Kira, can you handle this? This looks a bit dangerous, doesn't it? Unfocused volley. The thing that ruined it. Literally, the thing that ruined it. Hitting every single target. Okay. I can't even redirect that, even if I wanted to. Or can I? Wait a second. Can I? I can! Oh! Oh! Rodion! Do the thing! Do the thing! Maybe I don't... but then again, it is a red coin, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's definitely a red coin. Stay with the defensive dice. But do the thing! Do the thing! Do the thing, Rodion! Oh my god! Okay! I wish I had some bleed around here! I really do! Oh man! It's fine. The others are protected. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Kira, are you ready for another volley? I need you to hit them for a lot. Please. Please. Gregor, really sorry about this, but I have a feeling that you're about to die. I could try to redirect it, but all of our skills are 5. The chances of me redirecting anything are super low. On the right side though, you are going to protect everyone around you and you're going to hit her with 26 power, so please, make it count. Just make it count, alright Gregor? Just make it count, protect them from the red dices. Are you kidding me? I had higher speed and her, she still won because I'm so unlucky. Ah, god damn it. Where is my dark flame when I need it? Kira's doing so much burn damage around here. Imagine if I could multiply the effect. Oh, that would be so good right now. That would be so good. Oh well, I'm sorry, Gregor. Your sacrifice was worth it. I promise you. It was worth it. Definitely. It was definitely worth it. No, I can forget about that. You definitely need the help of your ego. Okay, this looks fine. It's just 800 left. You just need to endure. You just need to endure. Kira's doing the thing. Kira and Burn are doing the thing. Come on, Don. Apply some bleed for good measures. It's not going to last for long. Maybe I should have combined that with, I don't know, Rodion? Red shoes? That would have done a serious amount of damage. Maybe next time. Maybe for the next round. But then again, I'm not even sure if Rodion's still around. I'm pretty sure I saw her getting staggered. Ouch. Okay. Yeah. So much for that. What? What? A hit, but it's fine, she's still alive. Another stagger. Actually, that's a dead. Kira, please. Kira. Oh my god. Oh my god. Maybe I just leave this to Kira. Yeah. It's just going to leave this to Kira. I can't leave this to Kira. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Game? What? Why can I not just leave this to Kira? She would have been perfectly capable of handling this. Probably. Okay. Nobody else is getting attacked. Ishmael is definitely dead. There's nothing I can do about that. And you keep everyone else distracted. Damage reduction of V6's power can't really help us right now. It's just way too much damage. There's no way she can survive this. Not on level 1 at least. Not on level 1. Alright, Kira, I'm counting on you. You got this. You got this, my girl! It's just 389 left. It's barely anything. It's barely anything. House is safe. Nobody's going after her. Okay. Do you wanna clash? She is about to go crazy though, but to be fair, she is about to die as well, so it's not gonna make a difference. Uh-oh. Okay, so Rodion is definitely going crazy now. There goes my Rodion. Am I saying? Never mind. Apparently, my idea of redirecting that AoE effect didn't work for some reason. And it was right next to the end. Right next to the freaking end!